Good morning and happy Friday. So, today I would like to talk about our emotions. It is Cancer season, and Chiron, the wounded healer, it's an asteroid, actually went retrograde yesterday. And what that might bring up is some underlying wounds, possibly from childhood, usually from childhood. It's usually like some very deep wounds. It's like our deepest wound that ends up being like our biggest gift in life. And with this energy, it can bring up a lot of emotions. Like Cancer season is the most sensitive of the zodiac sign. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but the water signs are very much about our emotions, and Cancer happens to be the most sensitive of the three. And some days I like to wake up and be toxic as fuck. And today was one of those days, and I own it. And I was feeling a lot of emotions. I was feeling anger and sadness. And for those of you that don't know, like anger is actually like what's below that, if you go deeper, is actual sadness. It's actual pain. And it just comes out as like anger or rage or, toxicity. So this morning I decided that I needed to express my emotions in a not so healthy way. And luckily for me, the person that I expressed this to told me to never apologize for my feelings, which made me feel good in the moment that I needed it. It made me feel safe. It gave me some emotional safety that I was able to express that without regret. Because sometimes we just need to speak our truth, and we need to set boundaries that need to happen. And at this time, a lot of that might be surfacing for some of you, or most of you. Like I said, Cancer season is very emotional, and July is going to be a lot of drama. So the beginning of July is Cancer season. The last part of July is Leo season, which is all about the drama and dramatics. When this arises, figure out what the healthiest form for you to work through it is. For me, I felt like personally I had been holding things in for a really, really long time, possibly years, and I was never able to set those healthy boundaries in the past out of fear of not being chosen, fear of rejection, fear of, I think my most painful underlying wound is not feeling important. I don't know how else to explain that. It almost is like related to feeling unlovable, but it's definitely a feeling of I'm not important to these people, or I'm not important to this person, or I'm not important in general. And so Chiron is going to be retrograde for about 6 months. It doesn't mean that it's going to be this big, huge emotional thing for 6 months. What it means is it's going to be working through some of that to help you take like your biggest pain and make it into your biggest strength. And only you will know how that situation arises. So yesterday I was invited by a friend to be a guest speaker at one of their events, where it was for realtors, because I actually do home cleansings. For those of you that don't know, I do home cleansings where I go into your home and I clear the energy. And maybe it's like because you just bought a home and you want to clear the energy of who used to live there so that your energy can settle in and just build that new energy for yourself. Or say like you've just been really feeling stuck, and like you want to get rid of some clutter, and you want to bring in new energy to your home and just feel like a shift happened, right? Like we all want to feel that shift. So that's what I do. I come in, I bring sage, I bring the spray that I make, I seal all the rooms, seal all the doors, clear everything. And it usually takes about 30 to 45 minutes. And I got to go in and explain how I do this. And the women that were there were just so receptive of the information. They actually, one of them actually called me and set up 2 appointments already for 2 house cleansings, which I think is awesome. It's so great. And I got to talk to them a little bit about my gift and how it feels and how I work through some of this stuff and what I pick up on, because everything is energy, right? Like homes are energy, we are energy, people, places, things are, it's all energy. And it really is a time of Cancer season will bring in that water energy to kind of wash everything away, to cleanse it all. And this is a time for us to cleanse ourselves and to really figure out what that means for us. So I kind of wanted to touch on this. And, if you're feeling overly emotional, or like me, I was feeling toxic as fuck this morning, but, I was able to clear that away. And we don't always have to be perfect. Like, I think a lot of people think that because I do this, that I have all the answers and I do it all correctly. I don't. I usually fuck it all up. Like, I usually do it the hard way, the wrong way, and really learn a valuable lesson. I'm really trying to work on self-sabotage and really trying to work on healthy boundaries for myself. As an energy healer, I tend to want to bring people in and open them up and help them to feel things and heal things. And I don't get to decide when or if they're able to do that. And that is something that I really struggle with, because I see the best in everyone and I see the best potential in everyone. And, I have to remember that I have to respect their boundaries as well. So I'm just kind of curious how you guys are feeling, if any of this resonates with you. Like if you're not feeling vulnerable and you don't want to leave a comment, you can always text or message me. If you have any questions for me on home cleansings, I'd love to answer that as well. So let me know how you're doing, and I hope you guys have a great Friday and a great weekend.